Property and Casualty P&C State Exam. Welcome to the quiz. What does rate deviation refer to? Is it A, a percentage by which an insurer's filed rate may differ from the advisory rate set by a rating bureau? Or B, a deviation from standard underwriting rules? C, an error in rate calculation? Or D, a change in the policy form? The answer is A. Rating bureaus file advisory rates or loss costs. In deviation states, insurers can file to use rates above or below the bureau advisory, e.g., minus 15% deviation, to compete while still relying on bureau data. It allows price flexibility, not underwriting deviation, not error, not form change. Rate deviation is permitted variation from advisory rates. Next question. What is the primary exposure covered by a directors and officers (D&O) liability policy? Is it A, wrongful acts in their capacity as managers of a corporation, such as breach of duty or misleading statements? Or B, physical injuries occurring on corporate property? C, employee theft? Or D, damage to corporate property? The answer is A. Directors and officers can face lawsuits from shareholders, regulators, or others alleging harm from management decisions, breach of fiduciary duty, misleading disclosures, wrongful termination, mismanagement. D&O covers defense and damages for these wrongful acts in their official roles. Physical injuries are CGL. Theft is crime/fidelity. Property damage is property policy. D&O focuses on management liability for corporate governance failures. Next question. In commercial auto, what does the long-haul trucking classification refer to? Is it A, trucks that travel beyond a certain radius, e.g., over 200 miles or across state lines? Or B, trucks that are very long in length? C, trucks used for local deliveries only? Or D, a classification for antique trucks? The answer is A. Commercial auto rating classifies trucks by use and radius. Long haul or long distance applies to tractors/trailers or trucks operating over extended distances, often 200 miles radius or interstate, facing higher accident/claim risks due to highway speeds, fatigue, weather. Local/short haul is within limited radius. Length unrelated. Antique separate. Long-haul classification reflects higher exposure for over-the-road/interstate trucking operations. Next question. What does pro rata liability mean when multiple policies cover the same loss? Is it A, each insurer pays a share of the loss in proportion to its policy limit relative to the total applicable limits? Or B, the insurer with the earliest policy inception date pays? C, the loss is divided equally among all insurers? Or D, the insured chooses which insurer pays? The answer is A. When multiple policies apply to the same loss without primary/excess designation, pro rata liability divides payment proportionally based on each policy's limit relative to the sum of all applicable limits, e.g., $100,000 limit out of $300,000 total pays 1/3. It ensures fair contribution. Not first in time. Not equal shares. Insured does not choose. Pro rata shares losses by limit size. Next question. What is the purpose of a loss cost filing by a rating bureau? Is it A, to provide insurers with projected loss data, to which they add their own expenses and profit to determine a final rate? Or B, to set the final, non-negotiable premium for all insurers? C, to determine the cost of losses after a disaster? Or D, to file the cost of lost policies? The answer is A. Rating bureaus, like ISO, collect industry loss experience and develop loss costs, pure premium estimates for expected losses and loss adjustment expenses per unit of exposure for different risk classes. These loss costs are filed for advisory use. Individual insurers then add their own loading for expenses, commissions, overhead, profit, and contingencies to arrive at their final rate. This modular approach allows competition while sharing reliable loss data. Loss costs are not final premiums. They are prospective, not post-disaster. Not for lost policies. Loss cost filings promote consistent, data-driven pricing with room for insurer variation. Next question. What does broad form property coverage refer to? Is it A, a named perils policy that covers more perils than a basic form policy? Or B, a policy that covers all risks? C, a policy with broad exclusions? Or D, a term for any comprehensive policy? The answer is A. Commercial property causes of loss forms include basic, CP 1010, narrow named perils, broad, CP 1020, adds more named perils plus extras like collapse, and special, CP 1030, open perils. Broad form is named perils, but covers a longer list than basic, plus additional coverages. Not all risks, that's special. Not broad exclusions. Not generic comprehensive. Broad form expands named perils protection. That's it for today. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Tell us how many you scored out of 6 in the comments, and let me know what topic I should post next. Bye.